Okay, here's what I don't think that they get. Okay. I started doing the characters about the last couple years I was in college. And then I dropped out of college in 2000 or 2001. And I moved back home in 2001, right after the 9/11 war started, because that war started right after I dropped out of college. And then I moved back home, okay, and of course I never got a really good job, okay, because I dropped out of college. Okay, but when I came back and lived with my parents, that's when I started coming up with all the rest of the characters, which led to, in 2010, I finally made the first character design chart, which had the 188 characters. And that is where I have the exact design I have today, except for, I added 18 new characters. So from 2010 to 2023, I still had the 188, and then in 2023, I added the other 18 characters, which led to the 206 characters. Even though from 2010 to 2000, and then, in about 2018, I threw away all my designs. I just got mad. It was when my mom died, and then I went to jail, and I didn't really realize the significance of them, and I thought they were hindering my normal thoughts. But then I redid everything, and now I realize the significance of them all, okay? And I remembered I studied the designs. I remembered all the characters, so I put them roughly in the same spots as they are. Okay, anyway, so the designs are what they are. And I had to do what I did to make those designs. Okay. Now, what don't they get? Okay. Because if I would have never made those designs, the military would have never existed. Because the military is based upon those designs. Okay, so if I would have never made the designs, the military would never exist. And neither would the 206 bones of people, and people as a whole of their what they are made of. People would not have existed. Because people are based upon my existential design charts. just like the solar system, just like the galaxy mazes. You know, the solar system comes from the peaks of the chart. And one of those peaks, the major word source middle peak, is the cosmic astral plane, blue gold, which is OJ. So that's where they made the 10 rounds of the solar system. And then the violet colors are where they got, the 3 violet colors are where they got the idea for the galaxy mazes. Okay, so if the galaxies themselves and the solar system would have never existed if I didn't make that existential design chart. Okay, nothing would have been to be. So I would, and also OJ is the center peak of the word source once again, which is where business comes from itself, and jobs. So jobs would have never existed if I ever would have got a really good job. Get it? I couldn't have ever had a really nice job because jobs wouldn't have existed if I ever had a real nice job. So I don't know where they think like I should be punished for not joining the military when the military would have never existed if I would have joined the military.